Good morning, everybody. This is Talisha, Sister Girl Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Talisha.
And I'm your co-host, Khadijah. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. We have two special guests in the building today. We have Ballard. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. I want you to introduce yourself and tell a bit about your business and say hi to my audience. Oh, before we do that, how could I forget? Let's toast to wealth and health with our Moscatos this morning, ladies.
Hey.
Oh, yes. I forgot about the toast. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to shoot over to Siobhan first. Go ahead and tell a little bit about yourself and your business.
Sure. My name is Siobhan Ballard. I am from Chicago, and I have a business called Siobhan's Sweets. I specialize in custom-made sweets and treats available for your convenience and polite on your pockets.
Okay, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Shaquita Thorpe. I am the owner of A Natural Mind and Body Massage Therapy. I do have a location down, and I serve the Chicagoland area. So if you're looking for a massage, please inbox me.
Definitely. So, ladies, I just want to let's start off with Siobhan Sweets. Everybody, let's toast up.
Yes.
There's the napkins down there.
Okay.
So, my co-host had a little fun last night, so
Moving a little slow.
She moving a little slow today. But let's go ahead. We're going to start with Siobhan. I'm going to taste the strawberry. Now, what is this one, Siobhan?
All right. So, I've recently added this item to my menu. These are my cake donuts. So, this would be the vanilla cake donut, fresh strawberry frosting.
Absolutely.
And this is my fresh vanilla cake donut topped with Hershey frosting.
Okay.
Hershey chocolate.
You're not going to have none?
I am.
You are. Okay.
I am.
So, let me taste the strawberry one first.
The chocolate one.
Ooh.
That is good.
Yes.
Ooh.
And it's fresh. I try to, well, I don't try, I do. Never fresh.
That I do.
I have standards to my service. So
Oh, that's
glad
good.
You enjoy it. Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Yeah,
taste the chocolate one
Super
too.
moist.
Yes, you have to try both.
Very, very moist. That's very important, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate one's good too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You're legit.
not legit. She the business.
She the business, yeah.
All right, let me try
So I used to work with Siobhan's husband at this company that shall not be named.
We both did.
That shall not be named.
Shout out, Michael.
Shout out to Michael, definitely, Mr. Ballard.
Babe.
Shout out to Mr. Ballard all day. So when we went to the premiere, shout out to Jay Davis, choke on that series. It was awesome. Siobhan was a vendor there, and she had cake pops. And I'm looking at them because sometimes cake pops, they don't be fresh pops. And I bought one to support her, I know her husband and stuff like that. And I got in the car with my cousin and I ate one. I was like, where's the other one? It was fresh. It was tasty. And that's what you want, a quality product. Also, you deliver.
Yes, we also deliver as well.
Yes.
So we do offer free delivery within 10 miles of Westmont.
Yes. And treat her like a regular business. Okay. So you do have to give a deposit. Because she don't trust you. And no, I'm just saying, like, I think a lot with Black business, we talk about it all the time. Treat us just like any other business.
Absolutely.
If you're going to go buy these products and these eggs and these milks and you're going to spend your time making this product, you want at least get your money back for it. So I don't blame you for wanting a deposit on your services.
Right, absolutely.
Exactly. So what made you start this? Did you always like to make sweets, or what made you just one day wake up and decide to start Siobhan Sweets?
Well, I've actually always loved to cook, period. And I've always loved to experiment with different recipes and try new things because I get bored with food easily. So it was the holidays of last year. I had joined my husband and his family side for Thanksgiving, and it was at least 50 people.
Okay.
So the grandmas, the cousins, the uncles, the kids, the whole family, the matriarchs of the family.
Okay.
So I really had to show out.
Right.
So I found a recipe for a banana pudding cheesecake.
Oh,
So I made that. That was my first dessert prior to starting my company. And so we showed up to the house, and I had my 1 9-inch pot. They had a whole dining table full of desserts. When I say they bring food, they come through. Everybody cooks. So mine was the last dessert to hit the table and the first to finish. And everybody's like, who made this? Where do we find more? Who did this? And I was so humbled and grateful, and it meant so much to me that they were able to appreciate what I brought. And it really inspired me, wow, I wonder if, if I could sell these to people. And it just brings me joy to be able to bring people joy through not just foods, but with the arts as well, which is also what I'm involved with. So after that, I started to venture out with other desserts, which the next one was my German chocolate cake, which was also a favorite of a lot of my customers. And from there, the chocolate covered strawberries. Then I found some inspiration in Las Vegas recently, and I started doing candied apples, butterfingered apples, cookie cream apples, German chocolate apples, like just going crazy, dipping chocolate, everything. So now I'm moving on to learning fondant cakes, which is a more advanced cake. So within 6 months, I've really done a lot. I do a lot of studying, and I'm actually taking classes over at Wilton's nearby my house. So I'll be taking some more advanced classes just to sharpen on my skills that I already have.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So what separates your treats from everyone else's, besides the freshness, of course?
Besides the freshness, well, I definitely take pride in everything that I produce. For one, I definitely take pride in my freshness, my originality, and my flavor, and just trying different things. I like to produce unexpected desserts that you can't find anywhere else. Like the most frustrating thing for me when I was early in my business, I would go to a lot of different bakeries and cake shops in different places, and they all had the same stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, where's the variety?
These donuts ain't gonna make it. These are amazing. Let me tell you, for real. I'm not just bragging, but no, they are amazing. And I'm gonna have to get that banana pudding.
I got you.
I got you. Okay.
And,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Finish up this last point. So my frustration was, although I was looking for the inspiration, all these stores, they couldn't produce. That's when I knew I had to be the one to produce. I want to create products you can't just go to any store to get. That's what separates me. In addition to that, being a domestic violence advocate, a portion of my proceeds go to local domestic violence prevention and shelters as well.
That's amazing.
Just to get back in donations. So.
Oh, that's amazing. We're going to touch on that too a little bit. Okay, go down to you. Now let me brag on you. I've had her services as well.
Oh, yes.
She's, we got me on a plan now to get me back where I need to be because I'm all banged up. But we were on a movie set together. Shout out to Shobanas, her husband, giving me my first movie appearance. I love you guys for that. It was fun. And so, me, I talked to everybody, and she was just like, she notices a few things, and I went to her, and she's getting me back on track. So I just want you to talk about the importance for a lot of people out there who may not feel like just because they don't feel like it. What is the importance of getting a massage and taking care of your health and investing in that?
So it's very, very important to take care of your health. I would definitely have to say as Black people and as just as African Americans, we don't look at basically being able to not take care of ourselves. We look at massage more as a luxury when it honestly shouldn't be a luxury. It should be a necessity for our bodies. I'm a clinical massage therapist. So the one thing that I focus on is trying to fix actual issues in your body. You can get a great massage and it's the best thing ever, right? And then you never get another massage again. And then you have all this stress on you again. It's like you have to stick to a regimen on being able to take care of your bodies, at least physically. We do all of this stuff for ourselves. And just as women, we get our nails done, we get makeup done, and we spend all of this money on that, right? Mm-hmm. What do we spend on our health? We look at it as a luxury when massage should be a necessity. Our bodies don't relax on an everyday basis. We may feel like we're relaxing, but if you're not doing anything to help yourself relax, then you're not relaxed. We hold tension in certain areas and our bodies can't move in a certain way all of a sudden. So my biggest thing is to just try to teach our community that this is a necessity for you. You need to relax your muscles or we're going to end up when we get older, hunched over and you end up hunched over. You see those older people and you're like, they can't move much. No, they can't move anymore because they haven't used their muscles. So they no longer have that use to them anymore. So yeah, that's my biggest thing, just to try to encourage our community that this is something that you need. Yeah, so.
What made you want to get into this? Was it something that you started doing just off the top, or you had to go to school? So what made you just wake up and want to do it?
I would definitely have to say it was a friend of mine. She was my biggest inspiration. I don't know if I can shout her out, but
you can. Go ahead,
shout out to Isario's Therapeutic Touch. Yeah. LaRonda, girl, you got it. So yeah, she was my biggest inspiration. I think I accidentally gave her a massage or something. And she was like, man, you're actually good at this. You should really consider going to school. And I remember I think I went to like what do they call it? Like an orientation that the school that I went to. And I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. My mom initially, and I love you, Mom, but initially she was like, I don't know if you should do it. I have 2 young children, and she's like, I think you should just, maybe just stay home with the kids and maybe not do this. This may not be a great time. And then after I gave her first massage, well, she hated my job. I would honestly have to say that she hated it. And then I gave her a massage. She was like, oh my God, this was the best decision you ever made in your life. So I'm grateful that my friend helped me discover, what I wanted to do in my life. So, everything happens for a reason. I found it at the time I was supposed to find it. So.
Yeah. So I have a question. During my massage, we were talking about different spas, and you called it the cookie cutter. Explain to me why, because a lot of people go to these franchises, and explain to them why you need to kind of get more of a personalized massage, because you can tell at these cookie cutter places that it's just a standard way, and they're trained like that, right? That's what you told me.
Yes.
So what makes it different than what you provide than the cookie cutter one?
So I don't want to name any,
Please don't. I don't have the money to pay.
All right, but there are certain hotels, there are certain just places, spas that you go to where they teach you specifically, how to basically massage a person. It's what they call their signature package. Mm-hmm. So if you buy this specific massage, they're going to spend this much time here, that much time here. They may not even spend time working on your actual issues. The goal for them, luxury-wise, would just to be hopefully giving you a great massage. Most people spend the money. They spend a whole lot of money on getting this massage that they say they feel great about. But again, the next day or next week, they feel the same. Like they're back to their original state. My goal is to make a change and to keep a change in your body. So I'm not going to say, okay, well, and don't get me wrong, I do Swedish massages that are I just want to relax. But my goal, even in a Swedish massage, to make a change. And when you come and see me periodically, you'll notice that issues that you're having won't be there anymore. So that's my goal as far as, and I think that's why I'm different from other big name companies out there.
You're gonna get there. You're gonna be the big name.
No. Yes, I hope to be a big name one day. I am gonna be hopefully looking for my own kind of like brick and mortar. I do mobile services, by the way, but you could definitely come and see me where I'm at downtown now. So yes.
I think it's important, Shaquita, that you spoke about that. First of all, my sister's a licensed massage therapist as well. Shout out Toyin Alaka.
What's up, Toyin?
She's amazing, amazing. And I think that you're right. I think that a lot of us don't understand our body, first of all, how the body works. There's a science to this, people. It's not just you go and lay on somebody's table and they, touch your body. Yeah. I think when we watch TV, it's like, oh, massages, happy endings, that type of thing. There's so many different types of massages in the world. So many different types of massages. And I kind of want you to speak to that because most people will get the standard Swedish massage, right? The Swedish massage to help you relax, that type of thing.
Relax, yeah.
Exactly. However, like I carry a lot of tension in my neck and my shoulders. And I remember when my sister...
Why do you carry a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders?
That's just where I carry my
do you do anything that causes you to have?
No, boo-boo.
I gotta wake up.
Not in a while. Been a minute.
No, I'm just joking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, but still, like I carry.
Real quick, I just want to give a shout out, Tasha, Tanisha, Carrie, Andrew, Pat. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
You're good. I carry a lot of tension there, and people carry tension different places. And so the first massage my sister gave me, I hated it because it hurt. And I was just like, wait a minute. I'm used to getting a rub down and then I feel good afterwards. Mm-hmm. But then I still have all this tension and stuff. And what she was doing was that your muscles, she knows like by touch, yep, where your muscles are tight. Mm-hmm. And so she had to give me like more of a pressure, deep tissue massage. And a lot of people don't recognize that or realize that their bodies need that. Yep. So I just want to kind of want you to talk about like the circulation through our bodies, how massage like helps with that, how massage helps to kind of like get your muscles back together. If you can kind of speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So again, Swedish massage is that massage where, oh my God, I've had a long day. I want to relax. Nothing wrong with that type of massage. Your therapist should be making a change in your muscle, even with that. But again, there are quite a few different type of massages, deep tissue being one. Deep tissue massage, I will tell you now, everybody needs deep tissue.
Yes.
You have to work with the pressure of your client, though. So a lot of people get the impression that, oh my God, I don't want a deep tissue because I've heard somewhere that it's going to hurt. Mm-hmm. The thing is, you have to be taking care of your body. It's different for everyone. So with a deep tissue massage, you're hitting certain type of pressure points. You're hitting what we call them trigger points, or what everyone likes to refer to, the knots in your muscles. You have to put pressure on those knots in order to basically release them. But again, your client has to be ready for it. You will be sore. A good deep tissue massage, you may be sore for a couple of days, but after that, then your body will go back to saying, okay, maybe I do need that. And your body will thank you for it, honestly, y'all. Oh, yeah. It really does thank y'all.
Oh, yes. I mean, I hated it at first, but I could tell the difference between, like, a day later, I felt so much better. There was like all this pressure just kind of taken off of my body. And I felt it up here too in my head. Like I just felt all this relief, and I'd never felt that before. And I was like, oh my God, like I really needed that. My body needed that. So I just think that a good massage therapist, not the cookie cutter ones, because you go in there for whatever you pay for, they can feel all the knots in your body, but they're not going to work those things out. They're not going to do that for you.
No, because they're being paid to do a specific type of massage. Now, I don't know how they're, if they're being reprimanded, if they're not. I don't know how that works, but they're honestly being paid to do this and this. That's all right, now you feel better. Like you're not doing much to make me feel better. You're doing something to help me feel better for now. You're not doing anything to help me in the long run. And self-care, y'all, is really, really important. You can get a massage every week. You can get a massage every day. But if you're not doing anything to help yourself after the massage, it's no point. You have to stretch. Nobody does it enough. And I always incorporate stretching in every massage that I do. I don't care which type of massage that I do. And I do Swedish, deep tissue, prenatal, hot stone. I do sports massage for people and everybody's an athlete, by the way. Yes. Let y'all know, everyone.
I'm an athlete. I didn't know that.
Yes, honey. What you're doing right now can cause extra stress. What the way you're sitting, you know what I'm saying? Like it just everything that you do you need to stretch. Please, everybody, stretch. Just even, you don't have to join a yoga class. Sometimes I'm a little afraid to join a yoga class right now, but just stretch, even if you're doing just basic stuff. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that people don't know that massages oxygenate like the blood, your blood, does. Right? So I'm an athlete and faux athlete.
She ain't no athlete.
But what happens is that I recognize that when I get a massage, I do a lot better with my workouts. It enhances my workouts. So a lot of people don't know that. Like the circulatory, I'm not a science major, but I know that the blood in your body, the system, the way it flows. So once you get a massage, oxygen goes to those pockets, right? Yep. And it's kind of like it helps your blood vessels breathe better. Yep. And so it enhances your workout. So I can do a 3-mile run, but after I get a massage, I notice that I'm not so tired afterwards. I feel a lot better afterwards because my blood is oxygenated, and I need that to enhance my workout. And that's why sports, you see it, they're always getting stretched out. They're always getting massages because it helps.
Before and after, please. If you are a dedicated gym person, before and after stretch. Even if you give your muscles the length that it needs before your workout, because everything's gonna get compressed. And then give your muscles the relaxation that it needs after your workout. You got to give your body what it needs. And I know people say, okay, I'm going to stretch a little bit here, 30 seconds. Give yourself 5 minutes. If you're going to be doing leg day, stretch your legs for 5 minutes before and after. You'll feel better. You'll have a better workout.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Siobhan, let's go back over to you.
Yes.
So I have some more questions about this.
Okay.
So what's your favorite thing to cook? Like what is your favorite thing to make? What's the most popular? What's your favorite and then what's the most popular? Besides these fabulous donuts, everybody shout out to these donuts.
Delicious. Yes.
So let's see. Right now, my favorite are my fondant cakes.
What's a fondant cake?
Well, fondant is a special type of dessert molding that goes over a cake. So you can decorate and make cutlets and different crafts, create words and articles out of it. So I'm loving that so much because it's my newest challenge and it's been my most intimidating dessert. It hasn't officially been added to my menu yet because I'm still trying to perfect it, but
those are the
you
ones.
need to make my Golden Girls purse I sent you as one of your challenges. That should be
that's the fondant cake. That's the type of fondant cake. That's I'm like, I can make
fondant cake. I thought you said funnel cake. It's
fondant.
Fondant. Yes, I want you to make that Golden Girls purse. Sophia's purse. I sent her that picture. This should be one of your challenges.
That's so much,
and that's what I wanted for my birthday. But yeah, you should practice on that.
I sure will. Just for you.
So what's one of the most popular desserts a lot of people get?
One of the most popular ones are the chocolate covered strawberries that I make, and also my candied apples, especially with the kids.
We like
those are great for graduations. A lot of people are ordering for proms and graduations and just in general for everybody. So
now, so you did a picture where you had the little wedding apple thing. And then you did the prom theme one, so people can get kind of like a theme colored setup with the strawberries and the apples, and talk about that a little bit. Is that so
those are my chocolate covered fruits, which is under my chocolate covered or hand dipped fruit categories on my website, ShobansSweets.com. So I have been promoting the bridal berries and the bridal apples because June, as everybody knows, is wedding season. So, and also with prom. So I make the tuxedo fruit. I dip them in the chocolate and I can customize them any color. So if their prom colors are red, I could do like red and white with a matching fruit for the female version to go with it. So, and those have been really popular as well during this time of year. So it also really depends what time of year it is, because heavier desserts are preferred more towards the holidays like Christmas, but like in the summer, people want more lighter things like the strawberries or taffy grapes or something like that.
I have a Facebook question. Someone said, do you stuff apples with cheesecake?
Oh, I should.
How does that happen?
Hey, it's a Facebook question. Shout out. Does she stuff? Yeah, they're asking that. You don't put an idea in her head. Yeah, so you might have to check back on the website.
I love to push and challenge myself, so I'll definitely do that.
Well, I have a question for you. Yes. So, first of all, you look like a treat. You're super cute, by the way.
The hair is just makes her look like
a little treat.
Yeah,
like you're just
she's branding.
Shout out to both these beautiful ladies today.
Absolutely.
So my question.
Hey Zay. She wanted me to say her name. Hey Zay.
Zay, can you not cut into my?
She did.
Right. Can you not cut into my line of questioning? Thank you. So you were mentioning fondant cakes, and a lot of the wedding cakes have to be fondant, right? Because they have to be decorated. And the more elaborate that it is, I noticed, because I watch all the baking shows, they've baked the cake like 5 days in advance, right? By the time they put the fondant on, because the cake has to be set, and it can't be like too fluffy. That's what I've heard, in order to put the fondant on. And then you get the cake, and then it tastes like cornbread. Yes, I've had that before, but I've had some people who managed to still have it fresh. So I was just wondering if as you're experimenting, have you ran into that, like where you have to keep the cake for a certain amount of time, or how do you plan to kind of get around that?
Well, as far as fondant cakes, I actually just produced one for a good friend of mine, for Daryl, for his Paint the World project. And it was very elaborate, colorful. It was multi-layered. It was 3-layered cake and checkered. So every layer had different layers and strips of color. And I frosted it with regular frosting and covered with white or yellow fondant, put some colors on it. But my process, I just typically follow the same process because I know it works. So whatever I use for my regular, least elaborate cake, as far as preparing and preserving, I use the same method every time because I know it's the freshest technique and it keeps it the moistest. And that's what I want. I've had cakes too that taste like stale. I've been to events where, big events where they have a specially made cake and paid all this money. It looks beautiful, but you cut it and it's like, my God, like, what is this? And it's shameful. And it's like, I never want to produce desserts like that. I don't.
But fondant doesn't taste good.
Well, it's a matter of opinion.
Right. It's like most people put like the fondant and then under they'll put like a flavored frosting. Right. Yeah. Because fondant is just, I think of it as just like a look. I don't really, every time I go to somewhere and I eat fondant, I always slice around the fondant and eat the cake because I think it tastes like gum paper to me.
It depends. I've
never tasted fondant. I'm like, ooh, that fondant tastes good.
It all depends. I think that, again, it's I know it's a hard process to make the fondant because if you, from the cooking and cake shows that I watch, if it can like split and then you have to kind of start all over again. And then it gets hard. The more you like knead it and whatever, right, it gets hard. But I have tasted like sugar fondants where they roll it and it's thin, very, very thin. And it's beautiful and it's edible and it tastes really, really good. I mean, all of it is edible, but I've tasted some where it's super thick and you can't really eat it. So I think it all depends on the technique of like the cake person, right?
Yeah, I think it's all a matter of technique. And, everybody does have a different palate and some tastes are more acquired than others. But yes, I use a sugar fondant in mine because I'm all about taste. I'm like, it can look good, but how does it taste? So that's the technique I use. I frost my cakes before I put the fondant and I roll it pretty thin. So, and I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes practicing with that. I'm working on a super cake because my husband's birthday is July 1st, Mr. Producer.
Oh, shout out to Cancer. Mine's the 6th. So, hey, what's up? My wife's birthday was around my birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my biggest project I've been working on for the past couple weeks, just preparing for that. So, and just finding different techniques because everybody has a technique. So it's what works best for you.
So what are the struggles of being a business owner? Name is African-American female. What are some of the struggles that you have?
Well, we can go back to the conversation we had on set. The fact that being an African-American woman, sometimes you run into clients who don't feel that you're worth what you're requiring.
The negotiation thing we were talking about on set. Yeah.
The thing is, when we talked about why is it that you don't respect me as any other business just because I'm a Black woman?
Absolutely.
Don't put the struggle tax on me that I understand how hard it is. Because if I were a bakery on Michigan Avenue, you would pay more happily. So if I'm delivering the best quality and, and I'm being reasonable with my prices, don't try to talk me down.
Tell a story about where someone tried to negotiate with you.
Well, I won't mention any names.
No, don't name the shameful. Just tell the story.
So when I was beginning, like a lot of times I have promo prices for my new desserts. So when I launched my German chocolate cakes, they were running for $20. It cost for a 9-inch German chocolate 2-layer cake.
That's a good deal.
Very good. So I ran the promotion for about the first 3 weeks of January, and they were selling like crazy, But after the 3 weeks had expired, my prices had gone to regular prices, which is probably like 50% more.
Okay.
So still reasonable. So I had some clients that had coupons for that original cost and came back months later demanding basically like, well, I'm not going to pay that. I want this much. It's like, well, the coupon is expired. That was an introductory price. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to respect that. But I have learned people will pay for what they want.
Yes.
So I didn't back down. So that was fine with me because, a certain quality, it takes sometimes more for me to produce a cake, especially when I have my sales. So it's like, I'm really kind of just giving them away just so you can know what you're tasting before you buy it. Because you're talking about food and people's money. Show me something. Give me a sample at least so I know what I'm getting myself into. And I respect that because I'm the same way as a consumer. Like, show me what I'm getting.
Exactly.
But they didn't see it that way, which was fine. And it was a lost sale. But I learned a lot in that experience that you don't back down from what you deserve and what you're worth.
Yeah. That goes to everything in life, lady.
Absolutely.
That's right.
What about you? I'm sorry. What about you, Shaquita? What experiences have you had running a business as an African-American woman?
Well, I will definitely speak to this. I've definitely had issues as far as people trying to pay me, but with being a massage therapist, and I do want to put this out here, using the word masseuse is
very derogatory.
It is a very derogatory statement, especially to someone who's licensed and takes their business very seriously. I do not perform massages that you would get from your mate. I would like to say your partner. I am not that type of massage therapist, and that is probably one of the biggest issues that you run into. And I don't know why it is, but men see women of color. I'm just going to say women of color because I'm not going to even just say African-American women. Because we offer prices that are probably a little bit lower than your average big name spas out there, they feel as though, oh, well, that means I can get away with because she's offering, and maybe I can. I've been in a situation with a client at a previous company that I worked for, and I've always been able to deal with someone over the internet who throws out kind of innuendos. You see them as red flags and you cut them immediately. But to actually be in a room with someone and not understanding, like, wow, this is like, you're really trying this with me right now. Like, we're in here for 80 minutes and you're really trying this. And the things that he was saying, and I will say that he was an older white man. That's what I will say. And he made it very, very clear to me that, I also have a Filipino girl and Hispanic girl who does this for me. So if you do a great job, then, I'll tip you well. Ooh. I'm sorry, what? Wow. So I do, when, like I said, I've never been in the actual situation before. When that happened, I treat him like what I give people the Olga massage, and I use that.
Not Olga from Shrek.
You see, so how in Shrek they have the unibrow and stuff like that. That type of, if you've ever seen that movies where it's two guys going into a massage spa, there's typically like the lesser of the guys, the least popular of the guys. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a great massage, and this beautiful woman comes out, and then they go that way, and then the other guy's like, yeah, mine's gonna be the best, and and then either this huge, humongous guy comes out, or this woman with these, things, braids rolled up on the side of her head. Okay. It has the unibrow.
She about to give you a smackdown.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So that's it. That was my first. I would have to say that was my first massage with that company on my very first day. So I did not, after I came out of the massage, because I finished the massage and I started being very, very clinical with him. And when I got out, I was like, oh my God, I hope you guys don't fire me, but I need to tell you about this client because I don't feel comfortable. I don't ever think I want to, and they told him they end up banning him so he can never come back to that spa. But it's just dealing with that as a minority woman. You feel as though you have all of these things and you feel as though, okay, because I have money, I'm going to make it seem as though you're less than me, basically. And I'm able to pull it with you. When that's not the case, you wouldn't pull it with any other type of major company. Why would you pull it with me? Because you're in this room and you think I'm going to do it? Because you think I need the money? Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I look at it. You think that I'm hurting for this, so therefore, no.
I think, what you're speaking to that's real. And, shout out to all my Asians out there. No disrespect or anything like that. But I think that massages, especially in the Asian community, have been synonymous with the happy ending. Because if you go to like Thailand, or if you go to like, somewhere that's not in the U.S., I won't say Thailand's a third world country, but kind of sort of to us,
places
right?
where they're legal. They're not, and by the way, they are not legal here in the United States.
And exactly.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about happy endings. That's what we're talking about.
What is a happy ending?
A massage.
No, I hear the joke. I'm assuming it's something sexual.
It definitely
so it's like a massage sex type of situation.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. You're getting a massage, you're relaxing, and then once you turn over your client on, most people are face down when they start and then face up when they end. So once you turn over your client, it's like, okay, well,
they massage his member, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So you massage the member, finish him off so that now he's, basically extremely a hand job.
Happy.
Basically, yeah. So in those countries, they're a lot of they're impoverished, right? Communities, and they don't look at things the same way. So some massages there are, and I've had a Thai massage before. It was bomb.com.
Did you get a happy ending?
I did not. I did not. I didn't go to one of those places. But they really know what to do. Like, these women are like tiny. They jump in your back with their feet. It's amazing. However, I think that there has been this introduction of happy endings and that type of thing. And I think it's like with small places that are not the chains or like the big places.
Yep.
So whenever people come into a small massage place, like a small business owned place, they automatically think, especially with women with color, like you said, they automatically think that that's the norm or that's something that they can ask for because it's a small place and maybe don't think you have HR and, you know, they won't get in trouble. But my sister runs into this all the time. And, you know, she handles it also with a lot of grace and dignity. She actually worked for a big corporation. However, I think having an erection is normal.
It's very that, and it can happen. It does happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's, you let it happen, and then you do one or two things. You let your client know, hey, do I need to step away? 9 times out of 10, if it happens while they're sleeping, it's not voluntary.
Right.
So
it's normal, right? Because I mean, you are getting a touch and you are getting, you know what I'm saying, release, and it does feel good. And
some of them ain't been touched in a while.
No, that's not it. But the member, I think the male member kind of
goofy with it sometimes, you know, rub that in a little love, you know, it's okay.
But the male member responds to, you know, it's very sensitive. So it responds to a whole lot. You know, men usually wake up and they have an erection. Mm-hmm. So
it's called morning. This conversation is turned.
It's called morning turn. Yes. And it doesn't mean that they're thinking about it. It's just something that naturally that their body occurs with their body. I've had massages before, especially like sports massages, where I feel tingly, you know, and I'm like, woo, hold on a second. But the good thing about the female body is that you don't show it. Like no one can tell that something is going on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but I feel I'm just like, oh, this is, you know, and it can be arousing. However, it's not that they're hitting points to make me aroused. It's just that my body is responding in a way and that's okay. So, and that's your body. That's a positive response for your body. Mm-hmm. If you would never say, okay, well, I want to just hide this. No, that's how your body is supposed to respond. It's how you react after that. You know what I'm saying? And I will not, you know, count out women. There have been women that has, you know, wanted to happy endings and things like that too. It's just how the person responds.
You've had women try to get happy endings from you? Come on now, this is radio. Now you done put it out there. I need it. Yes or no?
There have been.
What?
Yes, because people.
Look at Earl's face.
I need to know. We got to get the juicy part. I need to know. You've had women try to get happy.
It's definitely happened. It's how you react after the fact. It's how you respond to it. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? And it's obviously it's a little bit more subtle with women, certain women, you know, most women, I'm gonna say it's more subtle, but it's just how you respond to it. You have to tell it, you have to be bold enough to say, hey, do I need to step away? Or, hey, don't touch me right there. I'm trying to give you a massage. I don't need you to massage me too.
Or arch your bum in the air a little bit more, you know?
Exactly. Don't do that. Like I do glutes, but that's it. I massage glutes, and that's it. Yeah.
I had a male therapist tell me once, and he was a friend. Him and my sister studied together. Shout out to Long. I miss you. He was amazing. But yeah,
is he no longer with us?
No, I mean with us.
Oh, I thought you said was. You was the past tense.
Well, because he's no longer in the U.S. We don't know where Long went. I think he went back to the Philippines. Tour. I don't know what happened. Okay. But Long, I would fall asleep. I'd be in there snoring. They'd need water to wake me up when Long gave me a massage. But yeah, he talked about it where, you know, the female body, like he'll have female clients and, you know, like I said, sports massages, or even doesn't have to be a sports massage, but they're more intricate. Like you're touching the glutes, and the glutes, guys, is your hiney, your rear, and they're massaging your rear. So they're close to like your anatomy. And he said he's had women just like kind of spread their legs even more and try to, you know what I'm saying, like lean into the massage and kind of guide his fingers to, you know what I'm saying, to their private areas. Yeah, because they
ain't been touched in a while either.
Clearly.
It's like that type of party. Like you said, it's not legal in the U.S. Everyone knows that, right? Well, probably in Vegas they have happy ending massages because prostitution is legal.
It's legal in Vegas.
Prostitution is legal. Probably the bunny ranches. They probably have.
Well, There you go. If you want a happy ending massage,
she is not a happy ending massage.
I am totally not that. It's against my scope. It's out of my scope of practice. That's what we like to say.
And what would you say sets you apart from other massage therapists? Because you said you're clinical. So can you talk a little bit more about what that means?
Being a clinical massage therapist, we're trained. The school I went to, we're trained to specifically work. I would say to specifically work under chiropractors. So you find a lot of the students at the school. Can I shout out school?
Oh,
okay. So I went to Soma. Shout out to Soma. It's a clinical massage therapy school. They train you to say, okay, if you're going to work for a chiropractor's office, they need you to get a muscle relaxed quickly before you get to, or they need you to work on a specific issue before they do their adjustments. You should always get, and it's always a thing, well, should you get an adjustment or massage first? Personally, I think you should get a massage first. It relaxes the muscles before they actually get to the bone. You got to go through some layers there. Yeah. So the one thing that I try to do is, while we were in school, we studied specific type of issues. So carpal tunnel syndrome, those are one of the things that I can specifically work on and to help. If you have tendinitis in certain areas or just trigger points, we work on those specifically as opposed to just running across the muscle and giving the relaxation to the muscle. We work with chronic issues. And that's one thing that I know a lot of the big name companies don't do. It's just to relax you. They're not working on anything specific. That's what I try to do with each client, and everybody's body is different. So no one gets the same massage. So yeah, everybody has different issues.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to explain that a little bit more to people. So when my sister was going through school, again, I think like your mom, I was just like, massage therapy. Like I give massages, you know, and I think I give some really good massages, but I don't know anything about the body. She was studying biology, anatomy books where, you know, you have to know exactly, like there's so many different pressure points on our bodies that, you know, if you touch something the wrong way, it can trigger something else, right?
Absolutely.
So she had to learn, like it's like a science. It's almost like going to medical school.
Yeah, there's a lot of anatomy that you have to study in school. I'm not going to say it was my favorite, but just learning about it, the body is absolutely amazing. I could definitely say when I first started my anatomy classes, I was like, oh my God, this is just, But the more and more you get into it and really realize how your body works, it's just like, wow. Yeah. This is amazing. If I do this, if I touch here, I can actually release some stuff down here. And to know that I can do that to someone, to help them out with that, that's just amazing. It's a lot of anatomy, guys. Like we have a lot of muscles in our bodies. And we, in massage school, the one that I went to, we only see probably about, I want to say maybe about half of the muscles that we can work on. You know, there are other certifications and licenses, you know, to deal with other type of muscles, but the ones that I'm comfortable with, it's about half. That's over like 100 muscles. So It's definitely over 100 muscles I'm able to assist people into feeling better with.
Yeah, I just want people to understand the importance of like what they do, because like even
it's pregnancy, a difference.
Yeah, even pregnancy massages. You know, my sister was telling me like, oh, I have to, you know, I can't, like a pregnant woman, I can't massage her the way that I would a regular person. Absolutely. I was like, well, yeah, she can't lay down because her stomach is big. She's like, no, if I, you know, touch certain points in her body, it can cause what?
Early labor. I'm gonna just say it like that. Yeah. So hands and feet we don't realize our hands and feet have a lot of pressure points in them. If you touch, they're connected to organs in our bodies. Mm-hmm. So certain pressure points, I know that I've heard that some women, when they're like at the end of their term, they go get a pedicure, because not necessarily that whoever you get your pedicure from, they just give you a massage or whatever when they're finished, right before you get your toes painted or whatever, and they're hitting certain points in your feet. Some women it's been proven to take them into labor because they're tired of being pregnant. And at the end of the day, you know, I don't know how safe that is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would advise anyone to do that. I wouldn't advise anyone to do that. So yeah, but the hands and feet alone
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What happens with that? Because I know like with breastfeeding, that helps contract the uterus to shrink a woman's waist postpartum. So what nerve endings are in the feet how does that?
It's nerve endings. So the feet and the hands are divided in certain ways. So anything that's basically at the half point and above, that affects your organs, basically half of your body and above. Okay. Same thing with your feet. So halfway to the feet up until like the toes, I want to say that they affect the lower or the upper half of your body. And then the other half that are closer to the heels affect the lower part of your body. So certain points. So if you're having issues, let's just say with like your liver or something like that, anything, you go and get a reflexology massage. Just go and where you can, I'm telling you, massage, it's a necessity, y'all. You do not have to go to a doctor and get cuts. If you can get a second opinion, please always try to get a second opinion. There's always a doctor, and don't get me wrong, I'm totally okay with surgery when it's the last resort. When you start cutting on your own muscles, think about it. You've just cut away part of, you say you cut away part of the issue, just made more issues for you later down the line. You've shortened your own muscle. Yeah. You know, and so try to see a clinical massage therapist first. There's nothing wrong with other massage therapists, but a clinical massage therapist is going to specifically try to get to the root of the issue before that's the last result of cutting on your body, taking something out or.
So I have a question for you, Siobhan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your plan? Where are you saying? I know this is you're building your empire. So we chatted a little bit before the show. What's your plan? 2-year, 5-year? Where do you see Siobhan Sweets in the next 5 years?
Ooh, so date question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like a baby, right?
You guys getting to know me, so yeah, out there.
I mean, all businesses start out like a baby. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
It's definitely been a process. Within the past 6 months, I've already accomplished a lot, actually more than I had expected to. But within the next 5 years, my plans are to purchase a storefront, and that will be in Miami, Florida. So hopefully the Lincoln Mall is where I have my eyes on. So we've been looking at real estate in that area. So I'm looking to open my storefront there. And I have a lot of ideas. Can't expose everything.
No, of course not.
Eventually, I want to not only have that location in Miami, but I want to branch out to Vegas and LA, Chicago, Atlanta. Like those are my 5 key cities right now.
What about a factory? Could you see like having a Siobhan Sweets factory?
Absolutely. My products will be in the grocery stores as well. And
you better claim that.
Yes, it will. My cakes, my husband and I, we were talking about it just this morning. I was like, you know what? Like they could freeze my cakes and just like distribute them. Like if we get distribution and get the right contracts with certain manufacturers, and definitely make that happen. And we're just thinking like, how do I produce the quality that and the soul that I put into my desserts? How do I multiply that by thousands? Yeah, using a machine, but not losing that quality. Yeah, I'm so big on quality.
Don't they have like each person at the factory do a certain thing so nobody knows the secret? I heard that. Because you're gonna have to, if you're gonna do 1,000 cakes, you ain't gonna be in your kitchen doing it.
I won't, and I don't plan to be.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna have to eventually, like, how do you try to keep it protected but also do mass? Right. So that's something that's gonna be thought about.
That's part of the business plan. Overhead costs can be as much as whatever you want to put into it. Being cost efficient yet productive and not losing quality is what we're implementing our business plan as we speak. We haven't gotten to the place of opening the storefront because I'm still making most of my desserts out of my own kitchen or a shared kitchen space. And I'm the primary baker at this point. So until I start hiring my employees and bring them under me and train them the way, I won't really know until I get closer to that. But it's definitely in the works. But that's the biggest thing that I have in my 5-year plan as of right now.
You have to come back and have one in Chicago, though.
Oh, of course. Of course. Got to bring it home.
Of course. Now, Donna Shaquita, what is your plan for your company?
I have a question for you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I like when y'all question each other. Go ahead.
So when you're deciding to, I guess, when you say, okay, I'm ready to hire someone, how are you going to do your hiring process? Are you going to have to like bake you a cake first, or how would you do your hiring process?
Well, I would first need to know what the credentials are to qualify you to work in my kitchen. Definitely references, things like that. What have you done? Where's your experience and expertise? You can't just hire anybody off any bus stop anywhere. Like you have to fit the bill and be qualified for the job. So definitely what their experience is, what certifications they have. Do they have a sanitation license? You know, are you willing to travel if I need to relocate you to different storefront or location? So those are definitely be the first ones. And definitely, 90-day probation, see how you do, see how the training is. And as I said, I'm still building my own menu as we speak in my company. So I'm trying to get to this place where when things are solid and I can have something to model my employees after when I get to that point, and then I can move to the next phase of the hiring process. So definitely looking to do that within the next 2 years.
I think that's a good question. I think you should have them bake cakes. Like, you should just have them come in and bake a cake, like, and then that's their resume. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you taste the cake and be like, Like, what if someone's grandmother wanted to, she 80 years old, but she can bake her butt off. She don't have a sanitation license. She doesn't have any of these things, but she just old school. She remembers the recipes in her head, and she's a good baker. Can an 80-year-old grandma come and work?
No, unfortunately not. Because legally, we have to have paperwork in order. I can't do your grandmama because she can throw down. That's great that you can do that. Cool. But my recipes need to be followed because this is the Siobhan's brand.
I know that's right.
I heard that. She said this is the Siobhan's brand. Yeah, because when I taste this, it better be just as fresh every time I order it. And Grandma Hattie might not be able to read that day. And the milk might be expired or something. And I ain't got time to, like, what'd you say? Corn. That's her favorite line. Cornbread.
Cornbread cakes. I can't.
You can't do cornbread cakes?
I can't do cornbread cakes.
They taste stale.
It's disgusting. If I wanted cornbread, I would have made a box of Jiffy Mix.
That's right. I've had cakes at restaurants that taste like cornbread. I know what you mean. Like when they come in little packages and it's in the fridge. It's like, how long has this been sitting here? How dare you sell this to me?
So what's your shelf life? If I get a pie right now and I'm not having an event till like Thursday, would I be okay if I keep it refrigerated, or what do you recommend? How far out should I order?
If you got like a cheesecake, because I'm not focused on pie. So I'm
sorry, your my
banana pudding cheesecake, and I also have my strawberry shortbread cheesecake. I make with fresh strawberries and Chessman shortbread cookies. So I definitely recommend keeping them refrigerated. Bananas don't have the longest shelf life, so I wouldn't recommend over 5 to 7 days if you refrigerate it.
Can you freeze it? Yeah,
you can also freeze it if you choose to. If you want a longer shelf life of up to 2 weeks.
Bananas are life. They're the best ever. Yes. Well, bananas are good on look like that. You might still like it, even though you don't really like bananas.
I eat bananas after, I work out. It's good. Potassium, all that stuff. But if it's over 2 days ripe, I can't do it. I don't like soft.
I love bananas. What's your favorite fruit?
Oh, that's a good question. I have lots of favorite fruits.
Just name one. Not one of them. Just name one.
I mean, I love pineapples.
Okay.
Watermelon. Because I'm black? No.
Not
strawberries. Actually, I'm a berry queen. Okay. So I love a good blackberry, a good raspberry, a good strawberry combo, blueberry. It's good for you. It's got antioxidants in it.
I ain't thinking about all that. I'm thinking about doing it.
I'm thinking about it. So.
And speaking of strawberries, I just want to throw in. So, I do the chocolate covered strawberries. Something else I'm actually getting my goal towards is getting my liquor license. Because for friends and families only, I make liquor-infused fruits. Liquor-infused strawberries with Hennessy, tequila, or vodka, whatever liquor of your choice. And some liquors actually come flavored. So I do it. So it's like I can't right now. I don't promote it because I'm working on getting my liquor license.
My birthday too. I know your husband's first. No, can I get? Yeah, I'm.
Let me know what colors you want.
I'm gonna have to get some of that. Okay, Squeeta, back to the question now. Oh, you forgot
your 5-year plan. What is your 5-year?
Okay. Where do you see your empire going in 5 years or 2 years, whatever you want to, share?
So I actually have a goal to have my own brick and mortar. Where I'm at now is an awesome location. I love it. The young lady who I'm renting from, she's awesome and amazing. So it's a beautiful location, downtown Chicago. Well, in River North Chicago, I should say, right north of downtown. But
can you give the address?
Sorry. Sure, absolutely. It's 325 West Huron. It is by appointment only. Please call 708-634-8837. You'll speak to the booking assistant. She'll get you all squared away.
You're on Groupon.
Oh, yes. I'm on Groupon.
What's your name on Groupon?
It's A Natural Mind and Body. Okay. So, yes, I do have 2 campaigns out there right now. If you're, Groupon is always used to introduce our clients to massage. It's a great way to get introduced to massage. It's a Swedish or deep tissue massage for an hour. And then they also have an aroma paradise massage. Everybody loves smells, right? You get to choose one of 5 smells to be massaged in. We have quite a few different smells. Go on the website. It is a natural mind and body. And I'm sorry, guys, it's really long. A naturalmindandbody.wixsite.com/a natural mind and body. Having some issues with my connection right now. But definitely. Yes. So I do see myself with a storefront or a brick and mortar.
Nice.
Eventually, my 5-year plan, because I am a mobile massage therapist as well, that's how I actually started my business. Mm-hmm. I want to get some type of truck, and I want to be able to provide massages to, I do corporate events now, but I want to be able to get the corporate people that are on their break for an hour. And I want to be able to sit down like the food trucks and sit out there, go get you something. You got an hour, go eat for 30 minutes and then come get relaxed right before you go back to your desk. Come get a chair massage, 10 minutes. You'll be all right. Just give you a little bit of a refresher. We want specific issues, specific issues from that. So
we used to have that at work. Remember that little lady used to be downstairs? She would do that. Well, ladies, we are so happy that you guys stopped by. Yes. You guys, before we go, Siobhan, go ahead and plug your social media, your websites, and phone number real quick.
Absolutely. So my website is ShobansSweets.com. That's SHAV as in Victor, ONS Sweets.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram under Siobhan Sweets and order Siobhan Sweets. If you'd like to place an order, give me a call at 708-688-9490. And again, we do offer free delivery within 10 miles of Westmont, Illinois.
Okay, go ahead, Shaquita.
Awesome. So it's a natural mind and body. You can find me on Facebook. If you do want a massage, which I hope you do, if you mention the radio station, Sister Girl Radio, you'll get $20 off your next full price 60-minute massage. So, yes, hit us up on Facebook. We're on Instagram as well as a natural mind and body. Everything is a natural mind and body.
Right.
So just look it up. Go on Google. We're also there as well with our prices listed. So definitely check us out. Again, that number is 708-634-8837.
Thank you, ladies, both for being here. You were a blessing to us. June 24th, we are back on the air, but we won't be in studio. We'll be in the park. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. I am Talisha, your host.
I'm Khadijah, your co-host.
And thanks for tuning in to Sister Girl Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.
He always told her that he loved her so much. That's how he explained his special touch. Under the cover of night, he would wake her up. Poor little baby screams, but no help would come.